21 pounds of boost, 200 horsepower.
So what was wrong with the other coils? Why are we putting new ones on?
Not putting new coils on it, I'm just testing out the harness. Harnesses were smashed, and the tape's like so old and that it's so hard to cut apart and see what's wrong. So instead of wasting my time doing that, I'll just put these on and eliminate it. Tell me if that's the same gap on that plug to you. I mean, this one's clearly gapped more than the other one. I mean, this plug doesn't even look like it's gapped at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one looks small.
This is fucking fun. Do you know if we're supposed to be filming these dealership cars?
Yeah, we are.
Just wondering, because like these things are for sale and people are like seeing it.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, Fran said to film. We are filming the dealer cars now.
Okay. Because if somebody sees this car for sale and they see it on video, they're not going to be. They're going to be like,
I don't know. I also thought about it as like as a dealer, you could also fucking use our videos as a selling point for the cars too. That, you know, hey, fucking one of the best LS shops in the country, you know, looked over these cars and
we didn't build them.
Retuned them, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't build them, but
something's fucking burning out of this fuse block, dude. Dude, this thing.
What's that wire for?
If I had to guess, the heat exchanger pump, maybe.
Oh, okay. I hate when people fucking wire. For one, why are you gonna put a butt connector? Oh, I guess because it has a fucking nice built-in fuse tab. Like this, if you do this to a car, like look how, dude, that wire is completely fucking. Look how flat that is.
I know. Look,
there's no wire in there. The heat exchanger pump probably wasn't even working in reality. It was. That's shocking, actually, with how flat that wire is. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, if you have to do that to a fucking car, like, just please don't stop working on cars.
I smell it, big time.
Something just fell out.
Oh, it's probably the fuse just sitting in here.
It was, yeah.
You smell it though?
Let me see.
You smell it, big time. Thankfully, I don't see anything burned up in this fuse block here.
I'm gonna unplug this double fucking fuse thing.
Do you remember where it came out of?
Yeah, fucking right here, maybe. Okay. I don't know. Nothing looks fucking blown. I mean, just of the ones that I can see, at least. It does have a weird smell to it, but
something's melting.
Yeah, for sure. Like, none of these pins are like discolored or anything. Like, this is so fucking smashed.
I know. If I jump the relay, it cranks. But it won't crank from the bottom side.
Do you want me to try it again now?
Yeah, you can.
So we did end up getting a new fuse block, and that fixed the issue with the fuse block acting up, right?
Well, it cranks.
Okay.
Which it didn't before.
And then you discovered that the coil harness is flipped?
Yep. It was running like shit before, obviously. I'm just putting spark plugs in it. I gotta do some wiring, put a new dipstick tube in it, and then hopefully be set to go. I mean, this fucking wire right here was in the fuse block for the heat exchanger pump, so I'm just gonna hardwire that into power. I mean, you saw what the fuse block did to it if you look.
Yeah.
It's destroyed.
Yeah, wires.
I had it pinched in the fuse block fucking cover.
What do you typically wire it into?
Just key on power.
Okay.
Key on ignition power, so that way it's hardwired in, and you know, something like this can't happen, like being wedged in there.
So that red Chevy SS just has a shit ton of engine noise.
I wouldn't say like a shit ton of engine noise.
Not a shit ton, but it sounds like it could potentially have a rod knock. Cutting the filter open to check her to see what she looks like.
Definitely doesn't look like any other, like, you know, terrible car I've seen. Damn, this thing's fucking leaking everywhere. Definitely metal in it. I'd say it's a crazy amount.
Do you think that this thing sounds like it has a little too long of a push rod in it? It's weird. Like, it literally sounds like it's a dud at idle. But like, you rev it and you're like, oh, it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound good either.
I've seen cars with long push rods in them. I've never heard them make a noise like that.
No, Well, unless it's bottoming out the fucking lifter.
Yeah.
Or it already fucked up the lifter. You know what I mean?
Eric just checked push rods. They are
What's
normal
that?
length. So the push rods are the stock length, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, then, I don't know what you'll find, but
Yeah, I went through with the temp gun, looking at each cylinder. Nothing was different.
they're all like normal, like it was running on all.
Yep.
Like I said, looking at a data log, it looks like it's all running normal, like idle, and like, but it just sounds like it's running like shit.
Something's real fishy.
Yeah, something is weird. Sounds like it's making half the horsepower it normally would at idle, which is weird that you would even think that you can hear that, huh?
You didn't even make a pull.
I made like a quarter of a pull. I didn't even like record the thing. I was just making sure our fuel was like close or whatever, and it got a bunch of knock, and I got like really no timing, and I have like 12 degrees, which it should be easily be able to handle that on pump
Is it
gas.
flex
but-
fuel rating?
Yeah, that's all reading, yeah. Yeah, it's got like 10 or 11% in it, so that's reading. The thing that, like, obviously, someone knew something was wrong because the limiter is set to 5,000.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, why can't you go over 5,000? Like, what's wrong? Like,
With the previous tuner or whatever set the limiter to 5,000.
so, I mean, yeah, somebody did. Whoever.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not that way from the factory.
yeah, it's not
Well,
that way
yeah.
from the factory, and I didn't do it, so it's just weird.
Who knows
though.
how long it's been running on this oil, too. The oil looked pretty clean. They didn't drive it.
Oh, you're saying as far as like the metal?
Yeah.
I don't know if they drove this down here or not.
I'd hope not.
Oh no, not the way it was running before.
Yeah.
they towed
I
it.
hope
Because that was when the coil harnesses were all fucked up.
There was more than the coil harnesses.
Well, I know that. I know
Wiring,
that.
all
I know that. But I'm saying, as far as like the firing order was all wrong. I was just gonna say, is the cam in fucking wrong? Like way wrong? Like a tooth or two off is what I'm saying. Is anything spectacular over there?
No, a lot of moisture under this valve cover. It's like a milkshake.
Not on this one though. What, I assume there's no catch can, just factory breather stuff.
Yep, up here, so. Yep.
Problem is, I just hate mystery cars. Like, we have no direction.
No idea.
No idea what's
what
done to
cam's in
it.
it.
Fucking, we know nothing.
It's got an upper pulley on it.
Yeah, it made 14 and a half pounds of boost.
You can probably put the blower on there.
And I only made it like 1,000 RPM pull. So my guess is it'll probably go up even more than that. How much boost your car makes? It's not like 12 pounds, right?
I don't know, maybe it's 11. So after Eric finished playing with this thing the last time, threw it back on the dyno and still having issues with it. So now it's Kyle's turn. So what were you doing again, Kyle? We're pulling the cam out. Take a look at that.
Getting the cam out will tell us if the noise we heard is top end or bottom end. You can tell if it's a lifter, if it's a lifter problem, something like that. Because if it's anything like a short block or something, the dealer's gonna want to do it. If it's top end, we're probably gonna do it. This is exploratory mission. That's all what this is. If you find anything, they pull the heads off. Really looking forward to it.
Is that fitting on the blower leaking?
Really looking forward to it. It most certainly is.
Yep.
So yeah, I took the balancer off. When I took the bolt off, there's a good amount of oil that came out. I'm like, it's weird. So I wonder if they didn't. I was thinking, I wonder like when they pinned it, they didn't fill in that keyway slot that all ATI balancers have. Well, they didn't pin the crank at all, which is not what you want to do. You put a blower in a car, you need to pin the crank, which this guy did not do. And didn't fill in the keyway, so that's why the oil came. If you're gonna put a blower in your car, pin your crank.
Okay, I have a question that's a little unrelated to this.
Unrelated?
Yeah,
Really?
but similar.
Similar
What-
but unrelated.
I guess it's not completely unrelated.
Alright, let me hear it.
With the like 5th gen ZL1s, are they like pinned from the
keyed.
factory?
Yeah, they're keyed. LSAs are keyed from the factory.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
A key and a pin are different. A pin is, you know, round. A keyway is just basically a rectangle.
Yeah.
So that's just the difference. That's how you can tell if it's stock or it's been done afterwards on a GM car, at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all the LSAs and LS9s. A keyway, which means I have to put a freaking pin in it, which is going to be so much fun.
anything yet, Kyle?
I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
I guess the timing was on?
Yeah. Oops, nothing crazy.
Don't see anything.
Nothing, no close fucking noise, no. Just normal wear on it.
All the rockers look good when we look at them close.
Oh, whoa, never mind. I missed that 'cause my hand was on it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Exactly
good.
what I thought. Lifter chewed up. There you go.
4
Nice.
intake.
Yeah, chewed exactly what we thought.
Cam some
Yeah,
lifters.
my hand was
As
over
I
it.
said, it sounded like it was like middle of
Yeah,
the block.
we both said it at the same
Yeah,
time.
it didn't
lifter
sound
coming
like
apart.
a fucking rod knock.
And they didn't have the
like-
fucking crank pinned either. Then ATI on it, they didn't fucking pin it.
That's good.
Pull ahead and see how fucked up the
Yeah.
core is and shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's fine.
Let me take a picture so Bill can send it to
So that's
them.
4 intake, right?
What cam's in it?
TS Texas speed.
Well, that's good. That makes you feel better when you see shit like that.
I mean, it doesn't have to do with a cam.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what you were like saying.
No.
I just asked what cam.
Bald Eagle supercharged.
Oh, it's the fucking
Bald
Cletus
Eagle.
cam.
Yeah.
That's probably what he's got in his car too.
No.
He's got a stage 2 bitch boy cam.
That's stage 1 cam.
You're a bitch boy cam.
Yeah, but that still wasn't the reason why it's down power. It's the noise though. Was the cam in wrong?
Timing was good.
Camera filter. Yep.
It didn't sound like it was down like one cylinder. It just literally sounded like half the cylinders were down, half the horsepower.
It just, yeah.
It just sounded
like it had no
dead.
balls.
Yeah, it was dead. But, so I mean, that explains the noise. It doesn't explain the power, but I'm sure once we fucking dig further into it, we'll find something else.
Alright, blower's off.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, what's
One
the-
side has OE, exhaust manifold gasket. The other side is a shitty kind that American Racing gives you. How the fuck does that make sense? And you put ARP head bolts in, so you're cool and spending extra cash. But then you put original header bolts back in. This build is weird. Whoever built this car shouldn't touch a car again. Oh, you do it for cheaper. Yeah, does it look cheaper? Yeah, I know. Maybe not for that guy. He fucking sold that shit.
Said you thinking the fucked up lifters on side two now?
Yeah. What the fuck? You ever seen that? The parrot?
Yeah.
I think this is a corresponding one who's got pitting on it. Just like the cam.
So you said it's kind of pitted?
Yeah, like the edges. No, see right there on the edge. It's right there on that edge. But
It doesn't look crazy though.
that's
I was
all
gonna say, I've seen lifters that you pulled out of LS7s that look worse than that. Oh man, I completely forgot. You got our fucking RPM cam
What?
installed in this thing.
Yeah, we do. Don't forget it.
That's getting all new lifters just to be safe.
Yes, sir.
Getting this thing all cleaned up and ready to go back on with those fresh head gaskets. Well, see, while I was over there on the dyno, you got quite a bit done.
Yep.
Excited to hear her start up here shortly in the next couple hours. See what she sounds like. Kyle just finished getting this drawn all back together. Top it off with some oil. Get her started up.
Good to go, huh?
Hopefully this ain't fucking dead.
Lifters need to pump up. It's missing?
Yeah, here, on the backfire?
Yeah, like that was crazy though. Like what is
Are still magnet?
no way? Because I had them on one way and they're wired in.
Because the red wire.
Let me tell you something right now. I'll tell you what's wrong. Did I hook in? I've hooked into the wire. Yep, that's what we did.
Yeah, so it's
Yep,
flipped around?
That's how it's
Yeah.
flipped.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a feeling that fucking red wire should be up front because I fucking forgot how it went. I was like, you know, it was a 50-50 shot. As long as there's no noise though.
All right, we got this Chevy SS on from the dealer. This thing has been a fucking load of issues and handfuls. It's back on the dyno now. I made some pulls yesterday and it's like, I still don't really know what's wrong with this thing. I'm gonna make a pull now and then I'll talk about it. This thing's just making like no power. And it's making a fuck ton of boost. Yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot we had it up there. Yeah, it just made 21 pounds. Yeah, let's have a powwow about what we think can be wrong with this thing. Yeah, let's have a powwow and touch our heads together.
21 pounds of boost, 231 horsepower.
See, it made 4 more pounds of boost.
Yeah, it's making 10 horsepower per pound of boost. It made 21 pounds of boost, so.
What?
This side of
21 pounds of boost, 200 horsepower.
And that was only at 4,000 it made 21 pounds of boost. And it was like, it looks like an export. You know how they like start low and kind of climb like a centrifugal? That's what it's doing. So, what the fuck would make this thing?
And the fucking timing was right.
Yeah.
I mean, he had
Yeah,
it
it
right,
was
and then he
right.
put it back together.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's got
right
a
when we
different
pulled
cam
it
in
apart and then we put a new cam in it because the cam was fucked up. So it's obviously right again now. Alright. That's it. Well, we almost made it out with no more problems. Almost.